Okay guys, so we are in the Bronco today, but this vlog isn't about the Bronco. It's about going to SDHQ and getting a local Raptor R customer, August, on the dyno. So why I chose August was because he has a completely stock truck and he's running 91 ACN fuel. And that fuel, as you guys saw in our last vlog about the 24-25 EcoBoost Raptors, that fuel is absolutely the worst fuel possible. Worst premium fuel possible. So it's going to be a good baseline to see what that makes on the dyno stock. And then of course we're going to put our tune on it and see what it does tuned. So at this point in time, I've worked with about, I would say 15 to 20 Raptor Rs. The community is a great community. I have V8 tuner friends that have been giving me pointers and all that stuff. Our truck is coming shortly, so we'll be having our own Raptor R here soon. But yeah, I've got a lot of great friends that have been very helpful, you know, and that goes with even the EcoBoost stuff in the past. They've helped me with the EcoBoost in the past, so I really appreciate their help. So we've had some great results so far. We've got a couple of you guys that have done draggies, even in the middle of summer, and it's looking good. So we're gonna get this truck on the dyno here at SDHQ and see what kind of power we can make to give you guys something to go by. At this point, I haven't got much data out there other than a couple draggy sheets, which is good, but I want to get you guys some dyno data. So we're going to get the dyno data today, and we'll be posting this here soon. Alright, so you guys have seen this view before. This is SDHQ, but what you guys haven't seen is us tuning a Raptor R. So this is the first one we've got on the dyno here. We're looking to make some good power. I'm very interested to see what this makes. This is a mainline dyno, by the way. You guys have seen that too, but I'm interested to see what this baseline's at. Just because we're gonna take these wheels and tires off, they're heavier, but also because there's not a lot of data with the mainline. So stock versus tuned. We're gonna get this for you guys and we'll let you guys know. Okay, so we've got the stock tune loaded up on here. We're going to do a baseline pull to see what it makes stock, completely stock, 91 ACN. And then once we get done with that, we're gonna do a tuned pull and see what it makes on my first base map. So let's get going with the stock tune first. So stock, on this dyno, stock makes 677 wheel horsepower and 577 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's this dyno. So this is not a dyno jet, it's not a Mustang dyno, this is a mainline hub dyno. It says 677 wheel horsepower, 577 foot-pounds of torque stock. So now we're gonna throw our tune on it and see what the difference is. Now, while some of you guys may say this reads high, possibly. But the takeaway here is that we want to see the gains between stock and tuned. So I'm hoping somewhere in the tune of like 725 to 750. That would be perfect. That's my goal. So let's flash my base tune and see what it makes with my tune on it. All right, so now I've got my first map on here and we are going to do the, I guess, stock versus my first tune. And then after I run this map, we're going to collect the data and then start tuning from here. Perfect. So take a look at this. So 746 horsepower, 585 foot-pounds of torque. So this is exactly what we're looking for. And again, this is my first file. Now the difference is between 677 horsepower and 746. So the delta there is you know, close to 70 horsepower. So which is exactly what I've been saying to all my customers. So this is what you guys can expect, but this is not good fuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some changes, see if we can finalize the 91 ACN file with better numbers. And then after we finish finalizing 91 ACN, I'm going to bump the octane up to what would be typical 91 octane with Boostane, and I'm going to tune that. Okay, so we've got our first revision done. We're gonna flash this to the truck, and then we are going to do another pull. See if we can pick up some in the mid-range maybe. If you guys looked at the previous chart, there wasn't much in the mid-range gained up to about 4,000, and then you see it pick up, and then of course on the top end. But yeah, we're gonna flash this, and then we're gonna see if we can make a little bit more power. Okay, all right, I like that. It made 763, 599. So you can see that pickup there on this one now in the mid-range, which is exactly what we wanted. So now I think we are up 90 horsepower. I gotta go back and check, but we're up more power, which is good. I'm going to take a look at the data log here and see if we can get any more out of it. It's gonna be close because this fuel just isn't that good. I'm guessing we can probably get a little bit more out of it on better fuel, of course. So I'm gonna make some changes again, do another pull, see if how close to the limit we are, see if we can make more power, and if not, then we will go ahead and bump it up with some Goosetuned, get it to 91, real 91 octane, and then make some more changes. All right, so we're gonna do another pull here, letting it cool off for about 10 or 15 minutes. Hopefully it makes a little bit more power. The charge air temps are pretty high, and I don't expect those to go down much, so that's okay. Roll it for a little bit like we always do, just to get the airflow across it. And believe it or not, the charge air temps are coming down, so 140, it's not bad. All right, let's go ahead and do another pull. So power dropped a little bit. So this tells me that we're at the limit of this fuel. It actually ended right where we started after the first pull. So it's down a little bit of power. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna pull half a degree of timing or so and leave it here, just to buffer in a little bit of safety. I may even pull 1 degree, but we'll leave it here and we'll call it good for 91 ACN. And we're gonna get some Goosetuned in it, bump it up a little bit more, and do another pull and see how it does. So you saw us put this in last vlog at the dyno. We did this for Spencer, and it gives us an accurate representation of the fuel. So come over here and look at this chart. So you can see here, it's a little wavy. So right here, it pulled out timing. So this is where on the previous run, it added in about 20 horsepower. So it pulled a degree, and that's what we saw in the data log, and that's what we're seeing on the power. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably add this into the fuel before I make any changes, see if it puts it back, see if it puts that degree back and goes right back up to 760. And if it does that, then that gives us a good idea of being at the knock limit for sure, but also getting it up to the proper 91 when August is able to get his truck out to get better fuel, what he's gonna be making. So we're sitting at, I wanna say it's 66 to 70 horsepower over stock right now on this map. When it puts that degree back in that it did last pull, it's about 80 horsepower, 85 horsepower, and hopefully we can make a little bit more on 91 octane. Once we hit the knock limit there, then we'll try to bump it up to 93 octane and see if we can make a little bit more power. But I'm actually really thrilled with these results. So this is pretty awesome. Having this at each dyno session also helps a lot, because if the octane's just not there, you can get it there. So we're gonna put this in his tank now, drive it for a little bit, get it blended in, and then do some more pulls. So it looks like it put the power back. That's no tuning changes. It made 754, 599, so that's not bad. Keep in mind, this is still my same revision, so I haven't made any changes other than the first map. Cool. So just like that, the power is back. So that's what we expect with Goosetuned. It helps raise the octane up, make it consistent. I wasn't seeing any KR here, so we should be good here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to make a change as if this was 91 octane because that's what we added in, and we will go from there. So I'm gonna actually make a revision now, and now we got the power back, and see if we can get a little bit more power, and then it's gonna be time to head out. So let's do that. So it actually took a little bit more timing. So 774, 608. That is excellent. So I think we're gonna call it done for the day. We've run out of time now. It's been a couple hours. But I'm gonna let August drive the truck. I wanna get his reaction and get off the dyno. So I'm happy with it. We'll throw up a before and after. Again, if the dyno reads high, it reads high, but what we're looking at is the delta. So we want to see what it's going to make stock versus what it ended at, and that's the important thing. So if it started at 667 wheel horsepower and it ends up at 777 wheel horsepower, then that's 100 horsepower gain. So that's the important thing, is the delta, and that's what we're going to show here. So we're going to get this off the dyno now. We may be able to get it back on another day. I know we have another appointment here we got to go to, but it did good. I'm happy with it. So this is the initial testing. I know you guys have been asking like crazy, so I'll be posting this on all the forums and everything, but this is what you guys can expect. So thank you guys again. We'll be getting some more Raptor R content, and we might just have one on the way. You know better than me how it feels.
No, it's definitely noticeable.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Good.
I can't see it from back here, but I saw a smile.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Getting it going from right around there.
Okay, good.